the desert to the north, the first thing they want is water in the bath because queenbirds fly faster. And what they'll do is they will fly into the large basin on the bottom, submerge completely, and then fly out of it. Yeah. YouTube. Palm Springs Hummingbirds. Steve. Steve. Yeah. Hi, John. Oh, cool. I was a musician. I played Calgary more than once. Oh, yeah.
What did you play?
Strings. Yeah, if it had strings, anything they paid me for. I was, up in Calgary, it was usually around Stampede time, so I'd be playing country.
Yeah. What's your favorite kind of music?
Whatever they're paying me for that night.
Steve, are the ones with the purple heads, are they the males or the females?
Yes, they're the males. They are male Costas hummingbirds. They're a big southwest desert hummingbird.
You only have in Canada and get the green.
Yeah. Yeah. With the bright red heads. Yeah, the Anna's hummingbirds. I have Anna's females here, but the males don't do well here because they're too aggressive. They try and dominate, and the locals wear them out. So they come, do the mating, and then they take off to safer parts of town, and the females stay here to do their eggs.
So these have very good springs, and at very good springs, there's like a little, kind of like a mall there, and they've got some metal statues and stuff there. And one of the metal statues has a nest with hummingbirds in it. And we got pictures of it. You could see them. They were like at this height.
Yeah.
And it was a nest, and you could see the mother with the, with the little babies in there. It's so cool.
It is.
I never thought that we'd ever found a hummingbird nest, right? But it was in one of these dinosaurs or it was like a metal dinosaur. And right in the middle of a public square.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Crazy place
The
to nest.
black-chinned hummingbirds have figured out that if they nest near human activity, it inhibits the predators.
Oh yeah, because who's going to attack them in the middle of a shopping center?
Yeah, they had to close some tennis courts at the Racket Club over the summer because black-chinned hummingbirds had nested in the chain-link fence between the courts.
Nice.
And nobody plays tennis outdoors here in the summer anyway.
So when do they lay their eggs?
The Costas, Broadtails, and Annas have been breeding and laying eggs steady since October. And in about 40 days at the equinox, that'll be their signal to stop mating and start getting ready for migration.
And then where do they go?
They go all over. The Costas and the Blackchins mostly migrate by altitude. They can leave Palm Springs where it's 120 and fly up to Idlewild where it's 75.
Okay.
Or they go to Big Bear or to stay. They don't travel far, but there are hummingbirds like the Rufus. They come through here on migration. Right now they're in Chiapas and Oaxaca at the extreme south of Mexico. And they'll be flying to Alaska. And the Annas go up to the Pacific Northwest. The Broadtails go up the Rockies to Alberta.
Yeah, we've seen them in radio.
Yeah. They love the long twilights of Canada because they can't fly or operate at all in the darkness. They can't see. And so being able to fly and eat until 10:30 at night is a big help. And the Canadian mosquitoes are a whole other breed.
Yeah.
So do they eat them?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I've had hummingbirds snatch mosquitoes that were biting me off my skin.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So who are the predators for
Roadrunners, house cats, blue jays, mockingbirds, the American kestrel, like a small falcon. They're hummingbird predators. Across the street, in one of the oak trees, though, we have a nesting pair of Cooper's hawks, and they are not hummingbird predators. They hunt the birds that hunt the hummingbirds. So it's a real popular nesting spot for them. And the Coopers love it because it's like having an open-ended DoorDash account.
Oh my God, look at them. They're everywhere.
It's
There's
just,
over 100 of them here now.
will be soon.
Down and down.
And they're even in the park.
the field on my cat?
I know. Yeah. Yeah, the amount of wind they displace is insane.
Okay, give us some fun facts for hummingbirds. Heartbeat.
Their heartbeat, their respirations, and their wing cycle are all synchronized at 80 cycles a second. Yeah. Yeah, their blood goes through their body so fast that they it works like an internal gyroscope, and it's how they stay stable in the air because this liquid.
That's insane.
It is. At night they go into torpor, which is like a suspended animation. Heartbeat, respiration, everything slows, and it gives their bodies a chance to repair because their metabolisms are supercharged.
So do you get many in your house?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
Because they'll fly right through the house because they don't feel like going up and over. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it?
So Steve,
Well,
nice to meet you. Thank you for sharing this oasis sanctuary. Great.
Yeah, I love it.
well, one of these years we're going to bring my mother down here.
Oh, yeah.
This is what makes her world go around right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She'll never forget this as long as she lives.
I've been personally contacted by some of the Canadians who come down to visit in the winter to let me know that they're not coming this year because of the U.S. politics. And I tell them I understand. I do.
We went to the tram a couple days ago, and Gar and I were talking using our Canadian accents, right? And this lady beside us says, "Excuse me, I'm sorry to intrude, but," she said, "by your accent, I'm assuming you're from Canada." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Just let me apologize." He said, "I'm so sorry for the president.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. I've been in touch with my congressman, and I've been trying to get them to smarten up. We can't stop what's going on." And
Yeah.
I said, "Don't worry about it." I said, "It'll be okay. We'll all be okay."
I hope so.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I don't know. I've never experienced unrest like
And, you know, we've got a terrible government right now that is, they're manipulating the media, and the TV and the radio and the newspapers, and You can't believe anything they can hear or say, and it's just horrid.
Yeah, anybody who wants to bring politics to me needs to get past my 3-inch bodyguard.
Yeah.
And if they're angered, they go for the eyes, so I'm not worried.
Well, this is wonderful.
Although I have neighbors next door who are refugees from Guatemala. And if they come for them, I'm going to be in front of the door. And they'll have to move me to get to them. I'm just absolutely disgusted.
I
And,
saw them when we were here last time.
and pruning shears are very effective on the nozzles, air nozzles on the tires of ICE and Border Patrol vehicles,
There you go.
because we got a lot of hotels here. And I walk every day because my doctor tells me.
Look at the bird there. You guys are sitting there. You're just, holy.
This is when it gets insane.
We're just about to go up and down
I like having this close because it's like having my own personal swarm.
like I want an arrow. Oh, buddy, we'll be back.
Okay. You're welcome anytime.
Sometimes we come down here for coffee. What kind of coffee do you drink? Are you a coffee lover?
Cold brew.
Cold brew?
Yeah.
Cold brew?
Yeah, cold
Okay.
brew coffee. I did chemotherapy like 8 years ago,
Oh, yeah.
and cold brew is the only kind of coffee I can drink.
Okay. So, go for the coffee. We'll pick you one up and come by for a visit.
Okay, I'd love that.
Thanks, Steve. Have a great
What
day.
a treat. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Enjoy your evening.
Take care.
Bye. Come back soon. going to be like this now until the equinox. All the birds that have been born since October are still here. They're waiting for the equinox and the signal that time to quit mating and get ready for the migration. The only reason I'm still putting up with management here